Hello and welcome to the Overly Animated Podcast, where we take animation seriously. I'm Dylan Eisen, and today I'm joined by Alex Bonilla.
Hello.
Sam Quattro.
Hi.
And Ellie Martin.
Konnichiwa.
Yes, that's because anime is eligible as well for the 2019 OVA-ies Animation Awards. This is our nomination reveal announcement podcast where I will be revealing the nominees, and we're going to be breaking down what got nominated, what didn't get nominated, our reactions to everything. These are our website, overlyanimated.com's local awards, where we're giving out what we think is the best in animation of 2019. If you're looking, you're probably seeing the nominations already because I attach it to the post on the website, so you might already know, but you'll get to see these guys' reactions. I know they do not, and so we'll see everything about that. If you have not seen it yet and you're just turned it on your podcast feed, don't look at the website yet. If you want to be surprised as everyone else is, you could just keep listening, then look afterwards. We are going to be going through 7 categories. Best show, episode, main character, supporting character, new show, 2 new categories this year, visuals and music. We'll go reverse order of what I just said. And we'll say nominations, and we'll go over what didn't make it as well. You'll get some information you don't see on the website post as well. Other things I want to say, this is just for 2019, so we'll be considering episodes that aired this year, not previous years. This isn't like best show ever, it's what's the best show this year, and shows throughout the entire world are eligible for this. Want to give a caveat before we get in that there were a lot of good shows this year, and probably the best year ever for animation. I say that every year, but I think it's also true this year. You know, things keep getting better. Too many good shows to get nominated. Some good shows got 0 nominations. It's upsetting. Some good shows got 1 or 2 nominations. Also upsetting. So, it doesn't mean we didn't love stuff, but, it's just, there's only 6 spots in each category. I'll say who did the nominating was our internal, community of patrons and staff. Somewhere between 20 and 40 ballots. So not too many, but now it is an open vote to determine the winners for half of the results. So you, listening can vote for the winners. That is at overlyanimated.com. And the post associated with this will have the link to the Google form. And the other half will be determined again by internal community, trying to make it not a popularity contest, as it turns out. But it's fun because we get a lot of votes and a lot of people get to see all the different categories and exposure to hopefully shows, good shows they haven't seen yet. Okay. All that being said, let's, first thing before we get into it, is, what are we looking forward to seeing? Short takeaways, what's, some interesting things that could or could not happen from these nominations. I'll go first to give you an idea of what I mean here. I've seen the results, but before I saw anything, I was interested what the new shows this year, because there's a lot of good new shows more than ever before that are potentially serious contenders, especially the 4 of Infinity Train, Undone, Genlock, Tuca, and Birdie. In addition to others, but those 4 I think are heavy hitters right away. Will they get enough traction to get some serious nominations here? Will enough people have seen them? Because as you'll start to see as we go, a lot of this is dependent on who's seen enough shows. So strong year for new shows, definitely the strongest ever in my opinion. Alex, what's a quick thing you're looking forward to seeing here?
I'm curious to see how the supporting character category shakes out, because I think that that category is always strong, but I especially think this year a lot of the big shows had notable supporting character breakouts this year, and so I think whittling it down to 5 will be a bit of a tough call. Also, I want to see how much crossover there is between Best New Show and Best Show overall, because I do think that a lot of the show premieres, the first seasons, were very strong this year, so I'm interested to see if any broke through to the overall Best Show category.
Yeah, definitely. We'll check on the overlap and six nominations per category, but still not that much room. I agree. The supporting character, a lot of good ones this year. Sam, what's a quick thing you're interested in seeing?
Well, Alex stole mine.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
I'm also looking forward to best supporting characters because it's a showdown between Scorpia, 1-1, and Speckle.
So you're predicting
all
3 of
really
the
good
nominees
choices.
here. Okay.
I mean, that's my hope and my dream.
Okay, Sam's calling the shot. And you love all of them.
Oh, yeah, I do. I mean, 1-1's my son, Scorpia is my girlfriend, and Speckle is like my roommate who I like.
Okay. Okay. That's more of a. The last one was more tepid, I think, but that's okay.
Oh, well,
That's important.
you know
too.
what? I can still appreciate him if I don't have like an undying love for the guy. Jesus.
Look,
agree.
the roommate is an important part of life chemistry.
Yeah. Very
Yeah,
important.
he pays rent too.
Okay. Well,
That's what he's good for,
Sam's
paying
roommate
rent.
Speckle. We'll see if he gets nominated. Allie, how about you? What's the thing you're looking forward to seeing?
Oh, definitely side characters, also main characters. I think I'm most curious about best music and best visuals because there were a lot of like sort of obvious ones out there for both categories, like Carmen Sandiego for visuals and like Rapunzel's Tangled Adventure for music, obviously, because Alan Menken. But there were also like I didn't think to like put BoJack on either of those lists, but who knows, it could be there. So I don't know.
I'll say I'm also interested with music since I think that's our first year that we're having this category. And music is such an expansive category. I am interested in seeing like what direction the nominations go in terms of like instrumental versus sing along. Like what are people looking for when they think of good music in shows?
Like, also, did we? I don't even remember. We probably could have counted like anime openings and endings. I think we did, right?
Yep. Yeah, so that's a good transition from you guys into our first category, best music.
That's our first one?
Yeah, well, we're going in reverse.
We're going to work our
order.
way up. Okay.
Yeah, that's what we've always done it this way. You know, we got to do
Dylan literally said in the beginning,
yeah.
we're going to go
Wasn't paying attention.
Sam calling you guys out for not listening. Thank you. Well, the Oscars end on Best Picture, right? You got to go in reverse order. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
This is the new.
Don't they begin with like Best Supporting Actor?
They do. So we could do that, but we're not doing that. Okay, so we're just going reverse order of the post. So best music for an animated show of 2019. So this is one needs the most explanation. This includes soundtrack, so like score of non-songs without lyrics, openings, endings, licensed music. It can include that, and it can also include original lyric songs. So
now are we going from 5 to 1?
I will not be telling you how many votes each nominee got, just what the nominees are. Yeah, because we don't want to bias the final voting. So we'll reveal what the non-nominees got because we might as well. So that's like new information you're getting from this podcast is like what was close to getting nominated but didn't. But yeah, I'm going in alphabetical order because if it got in the top 6, that's all it needed. Now it's down to the final vote. Okay, so best music, all encompassing. We were thinking about naming this best sound, but we went best music. So we'll see what gets in here. The nominees are Carol and Tuesday, Has Been Hotel, Infinity Train, The Promised Neverland, Ruby, and Steven Universe.
Wow.
These are the best music nominees. This is
I honestly didn't
very
think
diverse
Ruby...
category.
Wait, these are the ones that didn't?
These are the ones that made it, yes. This is the nominees. I'll also post what didn't. But this first, Alex, reaction.
I'm kind of shocked that Has Been Hotel got a nomination.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's like 3 songs in it, so
sure, but there's one episode of material, so sure. Also, I'll say that Ruby always has like a unique style of music. I wouldn't say this year was the strongest for them, but sure. And I'm happy that Carol and Tuesday made it because like that anime, I saw like a couple of episodes and it stands out for that particular thing. So I'm glad it gets recognized for its strength.
Yeah. Sam, any favorite here?
Obviously Infinity Train. Like, yeah, I mean the soundtrack's banging. They had great licensed music. I'm all for Infinity Train. That's my vote. Spoilers.
That's Sam's vote. Allie, 2 anime made it in this category.
Yeah, wait, hold on. It was Promised Neverland and...
Carol and Tuesday.
Yeah, Carol and Tuesday!
That I'm actually really happy
open up the Google Doc, by the way. That's what I'm pasting that in here if you don't have it open.
I'm definitely glad that Promised Neverland made it. I was not so hopeful considering I didn't know how many people watched it, but it definitely deserves the nom. I'm really, like Alex said, shocked about Has Been, even though the songs were great. It's 1 episode. Like, really?
Okay,
Everyone enjoyed it that much? Why don't we have more material?
Every Demons and Rainbow is wonderful, so I'm in for Hazbin Hotel being in it. That's one of my most listened to of the years. Yeah, how to weigh one episode or even an 8-episode show versus like a 30 episode. This is a recurring theme we'll revisit.
I need to definitely listen to Infinity Train music more because I know it was really good.
Yeah, it's really
good. I don't have an actual opinion on it, and obviously Steven Universe had to go.
Okay, here's what missed. Attack on Titan just missed as the 7th nominee.
That's still a show? I'm sorry, but
listen, I'll vouch for the music. That dude who does the score is a genius.
It's 2019.
It's still happening. So the lowest nominee got 17 points. Attack on Titan got 14, so it just missed. Star vs. Force of Evil missed at 13. OKKO. JoJo's, which Michael has been pushing for and has wonderful music.
That should have been higher than Star. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, neither got in, but it's She-Ra, My Little Pony. Those were the ones that got votes here, basically.
I'll just say I thought that this was the one category Star Versus had a chance in because I feel I don't know. I feel like its contributions in other categories were a little weaker, but like the music was strong, especially in like that finale episode. I may be a little biased since I interviewed the composer of the show, but yeah, I'm a little surprised that Star Versus didn't make the final cut here.
Yeah, I would love if Star Force got in. Brian Kim's was wonderful, and the finale music was so good. So that would have been good. But I think JoJo's also really deserved it. Undone's music is really great. That didn't get many votes even. Ali mentioned Rapunzel. That didn't get in as well. Craig of the Creek has some of the best music on TV. That didn't even get any votes. So I think we're dropping the ball there.
It was a really difficult choice to make.
Man! Dude, I should have.
Yeah, you love the Craig of the Creek guy, yeah.
I forgot about that too, honestly.
Jeff Rosenstock, he's a legend.
I even forgot about JoJo, and that is great.
Yeah, so it's a crowded category, but we have Steven Universe, which had songs from the movie, I think is the favorite here, of course. Because the movie soundtrack's so good. My personal favorite soundtrack of the year is the Promised Neverland soundtrack. So I'd be very happy with that getting in. And then Ruby's a perennial music favorite. I think those three are probably the one. I mean, Infinity Train, people also really love its music. So I think it's a strong group of nominees, even if there's some notable misses here that didn't make it. Any other whoever didn't say their pick, I'll probably I'll begrudgingly vote for Steven Universe just because it's a favorite in a lot of categories. But yeah, I mean the movie soundtrack's so good.
I think I lean Steven Universe, although Infinity Train has a strong case as well. Chrome Canyon did a really good job with the electronic scoring, and that theme song, like from the very beginning, hooked me. So it's got a case, but I think I still go Steven Universe.
Yeah, it's hard to beat that.
I have had various songs from the movie stuck in my head today. But
that's good.
It's time to pass the torch.
Okay, to Infinity Train.
Yes. Okay. Or Carol on Tuesday. That would be my second pick. Can you really pick between children?
Okay, those are Sam's kids. Allie, what's your pick?
Some parents would argue yes. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get dark. I don't want to conform to the norm, but just because of how powerful Steven Universe is, I know I'm going to wind up putting that first. Okay. It's funny that Ruby made it up there to me, even though I really enjoy their music. It's like so grunge and like millennial. And out of this list, I think I'd also pick Infinity Train second, but I need to listen to it more.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, and that's the thing. If you go listen to the soundtrack of some of the nominees, I think that's good too.
I will say, Carol and Tuesday had a really cool thing going on. Like with every song was original, but I don't know. I'm not feeling it.
Ooh, not feeling it. Says
I'm glad. I'm interested that it made it, and I'm glad. But maybe just because I thought the show would be gayer, I'm not super into.
Yeah,
some people are into. People are going to be happy Carol and Tuesday got in here. So
yeah.
Well, there was that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's not necessarily this podcast. Okay, let's move to our next category. Best visuals for an animated show of 2019. Can interpret this however you want. Prettiest animation, style, execution, art direction. Yeah. We're doing more broad terms than specific like production aspects, but this encompasses, I think, a lot of production aspects. So, This could have gone a lot of different ways, but here are the 6 nominees for Best Visuals: Carmen Sandiego, Has Been Hotel, Love, Death, and Robots, Ruby, Steven Universe, and Undone.
Are you kidding?
Yes, Undone is that last one if you didn't hear it. Here you go. The what for Ruby? I've constantly cited it as a incredibly visual.
It is. It is. It's just really out of the other choices.
There's some big misses, but Alex, what's your reaction?
There are two that I know.
I second Allie's what for Ruby. Like, no offense to Ruby, but like in 2019, its animation style doesn't exactly stand out as quality. But also, I'm glad that Carmen Sandiego got through. I think that's a very cool looking show. So it definitely deserves recognition here. And Undone, obviously, like the rotoscoping and how that was used in the show was really well done. So. But both of those are nominees that I'm happy made it in, because I think that their show's not as watched as some of the others. Like Love, Death, and Robots got a lot of view because Netflix, but the other shows deserve that for sure.
Okay, yeah. Sam, what do you think of this group?
Steven Universe. I mean, it's not a bad looking show. It's a good show. It looks great. Backgrounds are always really pretty. But it's never, it doesn't strike as hard as, like, Undone or Love, Death, and Robots, or even, like, Ruby, for that matter. I know, like, we were just pooping on Ruby just a second ago. And
Sam watched an episode of Ruby. She knows.
Okay, so the other day I watched an hour and 13-minute long compilation of, what are their names? Blake and Yang scenes?
Yeah.
And mostly it was separate scenes, right? Obviously,
you saw how much better the animations got.
Yeah,
so you saw the progression.
I'm just gonna say there's a lot of cleavage happening there.
Thank you. That was the point I was going to bring up.
That's that show.
But my point is, like, there is like a lot of striking stuff in here, and maybe to me, Steven Universe is the odd one out of like all of these, which is what it is. It's a popular show. I get it. I do not hate Steven Universe. I love the show very much.
Sam hates Steven Universe.
I just watched the entire thing last week.
Yeah,
please
don't at Sam.
Pick for this is
just to stand up for Steven Universe's visuals in 2019, I will say Change Your Mind and the movie really upped their game in terms of animation. Like, you got Takafumi Hori's contributions to the fight sequences and the other friends sequence. Like, admit over the course of time, perhaps Steven Universe doesn't stand out, but in 2019 specifically, I think had a lot of great, like a higher level animation for Steven Universe than it's had in its history.
Yes, my reaction to Sam's is like, these are 5 shows with distinctive visual styles, and then Steven Universe. Like, it's not on the caliber of these other ones, but I mean, what Alex said, there's 3 scenes this year, which Steven Universe arguably is the best animation of the year in 3 scenes, like 2 from the movie, 1 from Change Your Mind. So like, it's, if you want to like, it's body of work, like generally Steven Universe not super visually distinctive, but it's had some incredible highs this year. So I do think I'm not too upset with it being nominated. And then, Love, Death, and Robots, many different visual styles. This is the category for it, right? Like, this is just about, so I think that's great, and, maybe encourages people to check it out. Very happy Has Been Hotel is here, because that was the most I've been blown away by visuals all year, is Has Been Hotel.
Not Undone, really?
Undone is, the Undone and Has Been Hotel are the big ones. I mean, Undone, of course, is like unprecedented, like rotoscoping visual, like those are heavy hitters. I mean, Carmen Sandiego looks gorgeous as well. Let's see what missed though, because Dragon Prince, Genlock, Primal just missed in this category.
I was curious about Dragon Prince. The fact that Ruby made it there and Dragon Prince didn't was weird to me, but I guess it's a stylistic thing.
Primal too, because like Primal, like that's kind of the big thing it's got going.
Primal would have been right in line with Carmen Sandiego, Love, Death, Robots.
I'm really glad Carmen made it, because that was like number 1 for me.
Yeah, I think Primal's a big snub. Mob Psycho 100 also just missed. That's a huge snub because that's
huge
arguably
snub.
the best looking show of the year of one of the best looking animes of all time, right? Like distinctive visual style.
The studio that did it, I mean, they did they work for Trigger? No, but they did One Punch Man, and they know what they're up with.
Yeah, I will say, but in terms of anime, it's like, why aren't there more animes here? I should have said that at the top. We're a Western animation focused group, so animes are less likely to get in just because we haven't seen as many. So if you see an anime in Make It, just think it's like particularly stand out. But of course, there's a bunch of other animes that could have made it as well, which just don't. Like Mob Psycho, I think should clearly be in here. I'm upset Final Space didn't make it in this. I think Final Space, I consistently say it's one of the most gorgeous shows on television.
It's done really well.
It's
direction.
I mean, like, there's so many good potential nominees here. It's hard to say. Like, I would have put it over, Steven Universe, probably over Ruby as well. And then you get She-Ra, Miraculous Ladybug, Toucan Birdie, also receiving votes.
There's a snub in here that is surprising to me, but I will get to it when we get to Rapunzel. Because that's
when are we getting to Rapunzel, though?
Well, no, because She-Ra is above that, and that shocked me.
That shocked oh yeah, well yeah, sure. I mean, sure. Like I think
just because of production value.
I don't think She-Ra is too particularly visually distinctive. No, yeah, you thought Rapunzel should have made it as well.
Yeah, well, higher than that one, especially.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't put too much credence into the exact ranking of the.
I know.
What was close? Yeah, Dragon Prince I think looks a lot better, but I'm not sure it should have made it quite this far. But yeah, Primal, Mob Psycho, Final Space, you could have put those right there with those ones. But yeah, in terms of picks for the category, yeah, I think it has been Hotel or Undone for me. Hard to pick against Undone. I think it's 8 episodes of rotoscoping, completely unprecedented, absolutely gorgeous. The psychedelic sequences are so amazing. Sam, what's your pick here?
Undone, probably. I mean, Love, Death, and Robots is hard because there's so much. There's a lot. Like, how do you pick anything? We should have just picked a specific episode from that. Why didn't we do that?
Right, yeah, there's so many different styles. Some are so generic, ranges from generic CGI to gorgeous, like the Witness episode. Yeah, so.
But yeah, my pick is Undone.
Okay.
Because I like it.
You like it, Allie?
I mean, it was hard to get used to, but I like it.
Nice, yeah.
It's hard for me to pick between the first 3. I want to pick Has Been, but we don't have enough of it. I think I would go with Carmen Sandiego, but I really did like the fact that Love, Death, and Robots has everything different every episode. It was a nice change of pace.
Yeah, I think Carmen Sandiego is a major contender here. People seem to be voting for
it's a really good show. I'm glad it made it. I was
got a nomination, yeah.
Weirded out that it made it and Rapunzel didn't because it's Disney versus Netflix, but I'm pleased.
I think Carmen Sandiego looks better. I mean, Rapunzel also looks good. But
no, I think Carmen Sandiego looks better. It's also a better story, honestly.
This is just visuals here, though. Yeah. And Alex, what's your pick?
I think it has to be Undone. It's very groundbreaking. But I'm tempted by picking Steven Universe just to go against the grain. But and also because I legitimately think that it has a case for best visuals. But yeah, Undone was just quite a very, very strong debut, and especially in the visual department.
Yeah, I mean, Junior says, like I said, I think it has the best scenes visually of the year. So if you just want to pick the best scenes, I think that's fair. But yeah, okay. So a lot of us think Undone. So if you haven't seen Undone, I think check it out to see at least how gorgeous it is what we're saying. And then Has Been Hotel, half hour, gorgeous. So there you go.
Should I watch that? Is that a thing that's
it's half hour, so hard to say no. It's a should I watch that? It's not your cup of tea, Sam, but you might as well
squeeze it in between YouTube binges.
Yeah, do it. It's possible.
Yeah. Okay, let's move on to best new animated show of 2019. We already talked about how such a strong year of new shows. I think some years hard to get 6 really strong nominees. This year there's going to be some big snubs here.
Yeah, this is going to be tough.
Yeah. Okay, so best new show of 2019. These are shows that premiered this year anywhere in the world. The nominees are Carmen Sandiego, Genlock, Infinity Train, The Promised Neverland, Toucan Birdie, and Undone.
Ooh.
Yes.
Interesting.
So all of those 4 that I mentioned.
I like your interaction. I like your reaction for Genlock. Genlock?
Who said Genlock? Me? Oh, oh no! I don't believe me. Don't question Genlock. It's so good. So these are the ones that made it. I don't know. Alex? What's the biggest surprise to see here?
Well, I think that these are all really strong nominees. Like, there's not one that I don't think deserves to be there. I'll say that I'm surprised Love, Death, and Robots didn't make it in, but like that was such like a high peaks, low lows show that I guess I can see it. But like the hype around it makes it surprising that it doesn't make it here. But I don't really have any issues with this category.
Yeah, it's a strong group. Sam or Ali, any particular reaction here?
Carmen Sandiego was from this year.
Yeah, it premiered in January of 2019.
That shows you how dumb I am.
Well, I mean, it's the earliest airing year. We can also show the ones that just missed here. First, starting with Amphibia just missed. That is, I think, probably the most notable new show that didn't get in. None of these were super, super close, but Fruits Basket, unfortunately didn't get in. Has Been Hotel, Given, Green Eggs and Ham.
Oh, poor Green Eggs and Ham.
Most of these, a lot of anime.
12 Forever, here. Mau Mau. And Love, Death, and Robots didn't get many votes. That's interesting.
Who nominated My Roommate as a Cat?
Alex.
And then didn't vote for it?
Alex.
Who nominated it?
It's a good show. Yeah, why not?
It's all right.
I threw it out there just in case.
Just in case,
like
needed
the
two
three
people
other
to
who
put it on. Yeah, no. So I think Amphibia is the saddest one that didn't make it. I could put it over Carmen Sandiego, but it's either one. I think is okay. I wouldn't take away any of the other five though.
And Fruits Basket is a weird one because it's like a reboot of an anime from like 20 years ago, but
it's a new show. It's a new show.
I know.
It is, yeah. Maybe that's why it didn't get in, because that's popular in our community. So maybe people felt weird calling it new.
I mean, I'm really glad it didn't make it in because it's a remake.
Remakes are still new. Okay, it's not best original new show. Like Carmen Sandiego's a remake too, right?
Oh yeah,
that's true. You're not wrong.
Listen,
right.
You're not wrong. I don't have anything.
Okay, so I'm happy that a lot of these shows got in, because these are I think some of the strongest new shows here.
I'm really happy about Tuca and Birdie. That was
Birdie.
That needed to get in there, or I would have maybe thrown out my computer.
I agree. So so a lot of these shows are major contenders for our big categories too. So let's see if they make it in there.
Big categories.
Let's get to supporting character. All of your guys' most anticipated for some reason.
Okay.
So
our children, here they come.
The children.
Here they don't come.
I will say the separation between a lot of these nominees and ones that didn't make it was very small. So you could knock out a lot of these and put others in. But this is the category I had the biggest. I was the most upset with. So if you were looking on Discord I was upset one thing didn't happen. Oh, here it is. So
I know what it is.
The nominees for supporting character in 2019 are Amaya from The Dragon Prince, 1-1 from Infinity Train, Scorpia from She-Ra, Speckle from Tuca and Birdie, Spinel from Steven Universe,
Yay!
and Venomous from OKKO.
Hey!
Wait, Dylan, I want to know what you're unhappy with first.
Lil Kato didn't make it in from Final Space. That's my pick for winner in this category.
Yeah.
I think Lil Kato. That's my biggest. There's another big snub for me later, but no Little Kato. And Amaya, I feel very conflicted about getting in, because I wasn't looking forward to seeing any Dragon Prince nominees. See our Dragon Prince podcast at the beginning of it for more details.
Yeah, that's honestly a little surprising.
So that was
it's
the
not
trade-off.
Amaya's fault, though.
It's not Amaya. She's wonderful. Deaf queer woman, great, but seeing Dragon Prince here a little conflicting. But so that was the swap I was complaining about earlier. But
that's fair.
Other than that, though, you got all three of Sam's. Did I spell it wrong?
Yeah, you had Venomous spelled wrong in the documents.
Well, no, that means it's also wrong in the post I'm about to make. So I'll
yes.
Okay. The three Sam favorites, all here, all of Sam's children.
And then you have Spinel, who is me.
Yeah, Spinel.
When I rewatched the movie, I felt very deeply about her and her situation.
Nice.
So now it's like a 4-way battle, and I don't That makes me feel bad.
Am I the only one who liked OKKO and hated Venomous / didn't care about him?
Oh, that's interesting.
It's a hot take, I know.
Yeah, but I felt that he was of the supporting characters in 2019. Like, he had the biggest role, and I think had like interesting developments. Like, to me, it makes sense that he gets nominated. And
it definitely makes sense.
And given OKKO got snubbed in visuals and music, I think that this is going to be OKKO. Maybe it gets another nomination, but like, this is OKKO's final year, so I'm happy that we get some character representation.
It's on the board here, yeah. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I was surprised Venomous ultimately made it. And Amaya, I didn't. People love Dragon Prince still. That's good, I guess.
Well, no, they love Amaya.
Amaya's very popular. I think she just missed last year, so that's nice. 1-1 Scorpia, Speckle, Spinel are the major players here, I think.
Yeah, obviously, they're the best.
All four are wonderful. Spinel is a main character in the movie, but the movie was only one airing this year, so we decided to put her in supporting. She's also that if you want.
She's going to be back for the series, so
she's now supporting in the Steven Universe Future. By the way, I decided to make it clear: Steven Universe includes Steven Universe Future for our purposes. I wonder how many people will ask me that as we go.
I mean, I've already asked you it a couple times.
You already asked me that. Okay, here's who just missed: Eclipsa and Little Kato.
No! Eclipsa! That was the one.
Eclipsa did make it last year, but this was Star's final year. Yeah, whoever the 6th one was at 21 points. So the Little Kato just missed, and Flintheart
Glomgold
just missed from DuckTales.
That's DuckTales' shining example here. So if Glomgold doesn't make it, I think DuckTales is getting shut out. So rip DuckTales.
Rip. We'll see about that. Val from Genlock, wonderful character. Yes. Crow and Hollyhock.
Okay, oh, never mind, they were tied.
Kagami.
Why Hollyhock? Why that nomination? Why was she?
Yeah, I mean, Bojack's a weird case this year. And that's 3 categories without Bojack so far, by the way.
I'm sure.
I don't think there was an obvious supporting character from Bojack.
Diane!
Choice.
Or Princess Carolyn, or...
Yeah, but we counted them as man, yeah. Kagami, Isabella from Promised Neverland. I think that's a snub. She's a really good character. Isabella.
Yeah.
Mama. Yeah. Bernard from Craig of the Creek. I was pushing hard. This was a wonderful Bernard year, and I would have loved to have seen Bernard in.
That's a very good point. I should have voted for him.
I think Bernard's one of the strongest supporting characters on TV now. Like, I think he's like, I used to say Craig didn't have any standout supporting characters, a lot of good ones, but I think Bernard is the clear standout now.
Can I comment on the perfection that is Jerry from Rick and Morty being nominated and getting 0 votes?
Jerry got 0 votes. Jerry, if honestly, I would nominate Jerry as the easiest Rick and Morty nomination.
Really?
I think he's been so good in these 4 episodes so far.
Poopy Butthole is still way better.
He's in 1 episode. Okay, but yeah, anyway. Starlight, My Little Pony, Cassandra, Rapunzel's Tangled Adventure.
That's a snub.
Saki Hajime, Fruits Basket. They also got some votes. There you go.
Alistair also is a snub.
I think, I mean, that's
there's a lot of snubs. It's hard.
This is a strong category. It's a really strong category.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm mad about Little Kato. And so Final Space snubs for visuals and supporting character. I didn't even think this year was that strong of a year for Final Space, but those are the 2 big ones, so that's not good, I think.
That's very not good.
Well, it has
some good episodes.
You know it all, Dylan.
And not in terms of what's going to happen, just in terms of like people not recognizing Final Space, which is it's popular. I don't think it needs the support.
It still has a chance for best episode.
Okay, what's everyone's pick?
Oof, this is the toughest one.
Yeah.
I think I would go Spinel. Like it's really tough. Like I'm like looking at all 6 people here. Like everyone has a case. I think I go Spinel, but I can definitely be convinced by the time voting comes.
Sam, which of your children are you not answering?
All right. I feel like I'm gonna have to give it to Scorpia.
Okay.
Because she's had I know Shiro's had 50 billion seasons this year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But there was Once Upon a Time in the Crimson Waste, and there was the Whiteout, and there was so many good Scorpia moments, and I just even though one was really funny and charming, and Speckle was really funny and charming, and Spinel was really #relatable for a hour and a half, Scorpia she's the one. She's my girl.
She's your girl. Yeah, I think you have to pick Scorpia here. I agree.
I do.
Okay, Allie, what's your pick?
I was gonna pick Scorpia, but I also figured Sam would. So now I'm kind of.
You don't have to be different. You can just pick your.
Yeah,
who are you voting for?
It really is between the middle four. I think I would just pick Scorpia because, in general, she's like actually the best supporting character because she tries to help everybody.
She's very supportive, so it's her category.
Yeah. Yes, so to be like on the nose, I'll pick her. Otherwise, I think I'd go with Spinel.
Give me Speckle. I think he's the standout side character of the year for me.
But here's the thing: what if Little Kato was also up there? Then wouldn't it be unfair because it's Steve Yeun taking two things?
Right. Well, it's a big Steve Yeun year, and he should have been in 2 slots here. So that's sad.
Oh, he should have. Okay,
he should have.
Fair,
Spinel. I also think I love Spinel in the movie. And Scorpia's tough because Scorpia has some really high highs, but also disappeared for part of the middle season. But she's still obviously great. Yeah, I probably wouldn't pick 1-1, but I love 1-1 too.
Everybody loves 1-1.
Everyone loves 1. I wouldn't pick it, but I love them.
I love 1-1 so much.
Interested to see where the vote goes in here. Let's move to best main character, another very crowded category. I think more crowded than supporting, but your mileage may vary.
Well, okay, it's like how everybody really loves to see who wins Best Supporting Actress. Nobody really cares about Best Actress.
Sam, we both watched a whole YouTube series about the history of Best Actress.
All right, shout out to Be Kind Rewind.
Yeah.
But, I care personally more about Best Supporting Actress because I think that's more interesting.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. But I think a lot would say that. But here's the best main character could be chalk of main characters of various shows. But let's see how it turned out here. So, best main character 2019. The nominees are Birdie from Tuca and Birdie.
Yes.
Okay. Glimmer from She-Ra and the Princesses of Power.
Wow.
Marinette from Miraculous Ladybug.
No.
Excuse me.
Wait, really? The second thing is going to piss me off even more.
Ruby from Ruby.
No!
Steven from Steven Universe.
Oh, come on.
And Tulip from Infinity Train.
Yay! Tulip!
There's your 6 nominees in what was an extremely close category.
How
let's post those
Ruby
here.
Get up there? I love.
There's a large push for Ruby.
Everybody loves Ruby.
We've had 7 episodes this year.
No, there's also at the end of it counts the end of Volume 6 as well. Ruby was very good in the Volume 6 finale. She used the silver eyes on the giant Grim and had all the flashbacks and stuff.
What does that mean?
Don't worry. Even if you watch the show, it's nonsense. So don't worry about it. Ruby is my avatar in Discord. She's like my favorite character. But
I mean, she's cute.
But before this, she's not handled by the show as well. She finally is actually a good main character. This is the year to nominate Ruby. She got good material this year.
I would have nominated her Volume 4 year.
Don't make me think about that season. There's
did she win at one point in the past?
Weiss got nominated 2 years ago. That's the history of Ruby characters. Yeah, but she did not win. But she got the fan vote. Birdie made it. Okay, note on Glimmer. So this was a close vote between all the She-Ra main characters in our phase 1 of our process. Glimmer won over Catra and Adora to make it onto the ballot. That was a surprise to me. I thought the Catra stands would make Catra win. But Glimmer Glimmer had a standout season 4. Where she, I guess, spoilers. I won't say it.
She got a big turn.
Yeah, she had a big turn, and I think she flashed. And a lot of us are big Glimmer stands, myself included. Glimmer's also one of my favorite characters on TV. Happy she made it. Probably won't be voting for her in the final vote because I think there's some maybe stronger years from other characters, but I think that's good. Marinette's our returning champion in this category. She won last year. She made it back on from Miraculous Ladybug. Steven, I think Steven's similar to Ruby, maybe not a character you would have nominated in previous years, but this is a huge year for Steven. He's amazing in the movie. Mm-hmm. He's really good in Change Your Mind. I think this is Steven's best year ever.
Honestly, those two, I would have voted for both of them any year because they're always the main character and they're always really great.
Thing. They're all the main character, but I think they've had particularly strong years. Tulip from Infinity Train, a debut and finale because it's an anthology series. So that's the year to get Tulip in here. Alex, what's your pick? We could do that now and then.
Well, also the year to get Birdie in because Tuca and Birdie.
Tuca and Birdie also. Yeah, Tuca and Birdie and Tulip and Birdie. This is the spoiler. I would pick Birdie or Tulip for this category because they're and I think they're the strongest as well. I think those are the two big ones.
And I was going to say, those are my two choices as well. Like, I think that they had really, really strong openings. I think I give the edge to Birdie. The show did a good job in diving into her insecurities and as well as her strengths and her chemistry with Tuca. So, like, that show in like one season did a lot with its main characters. So, give me Birdie. Birdie deserves a prize here.
Yeah, Birdie's real good at the end of that season. Sam, who's your pick?
It is between Birdie and Tulip, really.
I'm shocked you're not picking Ruby.
Watch Ruby, obviously. I will say I am a little bit disappointed that Tuca didn't get the nomination between Tuca and Birdie because I prefer Tuca. But I do agree that Birdie did have like a really like solid arc and like a really important arc. But I don't know. I like Tulip a lot.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Tulip's great. Yeah, and we chose vote. It was a close vote. Also, Birdie made it over Tuca. And in case it's not clear, only one per show is allowed to be on that, so they can't be both. And that's just a rule we have because otherwise, Steven Universe would have a lot of nominations. Allie, who's your pick?
I was initially going to go with Birdie, but then Sam reminded me I also prefer Tuca. So I think I would go with Glimmer. Also because I really enjoyed her arc, even though I didn't think I was going to like where it was going to go this season. They did a really good job. I'm super pissed off about middle three. Tulip is also pretty great, though. So not terrible, but I know so many characters were slept on.
Yeah, well, let's go over that. But
okay. Yes. I just want to say, do you know? I mean, can you tell us when the voting ends for this?
Yes. Oh, yeah. The 29th is
the 29th. Okay. The thing is, Steven is interesting, right? Because we're in the middle of Steven Universe Future, which it has begun with teasing that we're going to go through a whole personal arc with where Steven is post the movie and all. So, like, right now, his case is already, like, decent, but I think that in the coming weeks, he could definitely build a case to, again, be, like, one of the best main characters. Like, right now, I'm not sure, but with a couple of strong episodes in these next couple of weeks, I think he could earn it just with that.
That's true. I think probably Steven as a character is the most, in play nominee. Yeah, I agree. And we'll get you. So hold off on voting for this, I guess, until turns. Marinette from Ladybug arguably had an even stronger year than last year. I think she won last year and she had concluded with the season 3 finale. I think she's really, really strong this year. I talked about how much Ruby was strong this year and Steven as well. So I think all of these are good options. The very, very strong 6. I'm happy with it, but also some people missed, most notably Star Butterfly, on 25 points, and the top lowest nominee was on 26 points. So Star could have easily been here if someone did something different on their ballot. Star is ending this year, so and Star Butterfly won this category 1 year as well.
I think that was probably the number one, if not a big snub.
I think that's Alma for me from Undone is the biggest snub. I think she's probably my top character of the year.
Yeah, I'd have to agree.
Alma is so amazing in Undone. She's a bad person, but she does, sympathetic. Bojack simping about people. Bojack not in here either. Bojack had a fantastic part once the year. Still no nominations for Bojack.
I'm really upset about that. I didn't expect that at all.
Carmen Sandiego, KO from OKKO, Cammy McLeod, Emma from Promised Neverland, Mafiu from Given, Twilight Sparkle, Toru Honda, Fruits Basket. These also got a fair amount of votes.
Rayla got 1 vote. Damn, and Mob got 0, and he's like the best boy.
I think these are fair. There's only 5 slots on the nominations, so that's people had to pick and choose.
That's rough. My children.
Violet Young Justice, I think, for me would have been a top 5-ish contender.
3.
Yeah. So, Cammy's an amazing character. Alma's a huge snub for me. But clearly, Undone struggling to get watched if you're looking at the nominees here. Star not getting in for the last year of Star. She was really good in the last year. She's won before. It's fine. Star, I think, is my.
Oh, she won before?
she's won this category before. I think Star is my best. I've said this a lot. My best character in the history of this podcast of shows we covered. I think she's the best character. So,
high praise.
Yeah, I think so.
I'll just say that I think that there is a contingent of Star versus fans that believe the last season was kind of a dip in terms of quality compared to previous seasons. So I wonder if that contributes to the perception of Star as a character as well.
Yeah, controversial last season. I think that's silly if you say it's like much worse than season 3, but your mileage may vary. But we'll see if it gets in an episode. How about that? That's a direct link, or best episode or show. So strong main character. Let's go to our big 2 categories. Best episode, best show, best animation episode of 2019. And the nominees are 12/10/45, The Promised Neverland. That's the season premiere. Change Your Mind, Steven Universe.
Okay.
Cleaved, Star vs. the Force of Evil.
Boo.
Okay, stop it. I'm so happy that got in. Okay, hold your booze for until all the nominees are announced, please.
Yeah.
The Jelly Lakes, Tuca.
Yes.
The Only Me I Know, Genlock. Remember, She-Ra and the Princesses of Power.
All right.
Those are your 6 nominees
Wow.
for best episode.
A lot of snubs there.
Oh yeah, well, there's so many good episodes this year.
But definitely 4 of these 6 are really good.
I think all 6 of these are really good.
Cleaved, really?
So Cleaved is very divisive in our community, but clearly enough people liked it to get in. I think it's one of my top 5 episodes of the year. I think it's brilliant.
So overrated.
You and Alex don't like it. I get it. I get it. How about The Promised Neverland, an anime getting into best episode? This is kinda crazy.
I knew it would get there because it was like, spoilers, obviously. That shock factor.
Watch the first episode.
Came the hell out of nowhere.
I've been praising this premiere all year, so I guess that's built up some support. I agree. This is one of the best episodes of the year.
Very glad it made it. I was anticipating it. So, well
Change
deserved.
Your Mind, obvious. So a note, our voters voted for Change Your Mind over the movie as an episode because they didn't feel comfortable putting the movie in as an episode. Whatever. Change Your Mind's also good.
You're gonna scoff at that. Don't
They're both good, so Change Your Mind.
Yeah. It's basically a coin flip.
I personally think the movie's a lot better, but it's considering the movie's not an episode. I think it's fair to put Change Your Mind too. I voted for it, I guess, just because of that. Only Me I Know from Genlock. That was a surprise to me. That is one of my top episodes of the year, and showing a lot of support for Genlock. That's an episode that deals with identity in a really interesting way. And,
I was gonna ask, is that the finale or one of the middle episodes?
Like episode 5 or something. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I would rewatch that one. I need to rewatch Genlock. That's such a good episode. Remember She-Ra, that got voted in a close vote over Hero. Both great episodes. Here's Remember. I think She-Ra, a lot of strong support from our community, so that's getting in as well. For me, Remember's the worst of these 6, but it's a little bit splitting hairs. Hero would have been right up there for me. But how about this? Here's my pick. Jelly Lakes, Tuca and Birdie. That's what I'm supporting in this category. I think it's, other than the movie, the best piece of media I've watched this year.
That's also my pick.
Movie.
Spoilers.
You gotta watch Tuca and Birdie just for Jelly Lakes. Honestly, the whole show is good, but this is a brilliant piece of work with Jelly Lakes. And I think this is the spot to get Tuca and Birdie here. I think this is the spot to vote it. Alex, what's your pick?
Change Your Mind is such a tour de force. It's 44 minutes of awesomeness. So, I kind of have to go Change Your Mind. But that's not to say that The Jelly Lakes is one of the best episodes of animation you'll see in a long time. So, if that wins, no qualms from me. But I think that Change Your Mind just has so much going on and is such a culmination of years of build up that
Pseudo-series finale. Or actual
I think it deserves the award, but the Jelly Lakes is also a really strong contender.
Those are the big 2, I think. Those are the two. One of those 2 is going to win. Those are my 2 and 3, other than the movie, Steven Universe movie on my list. So, Sam, what's your pick?
It's between the Jelly Lakes and Remember. I would probably lean more towards the Jelly Lake, since Remember wasn't my personal favorite She-Ra episode of the year.
What is?
Once Upon a Time in the Waste.
In the Waste, okay. That was a good one, too.
Literally, because, you don't even want to know. You don't want to know why, Dylan.
Scorpia!
Watch
Scorpia
from that
stuff.
episode over and
Scorpia.
over.
Yeah, okay. It's a good one, yeah.
The handhold.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah,
we're not doing a top.
No, that's not what it is. And Ali said Jelly Lakes.
Yes.
Yeah.
His second would probably be. Actually, it's a hard one.
I think honestly, if the Promised Neverland premiere won, I would not be upset. Like that is.
I was debating between that and The Only Me I Know.
And that's also really good. Promised Neverland, I think, is the best anime episode I've seen in years. Like that first episode.
Agree.
I don't know. Watch that if you haven't. Watch Jelly Lakes.
I feel like I should watch The Promised Neverland.
You should.
Just watch the first episode, honestly.
A lot of good things about it. Is it gay?
No. There's no romance, but it's not.
It's more on the psychological side.
If it were gay, we would have been the first people to tell you.
You would have heard.
I can drive with the psychological side. If things are either gay or have mental illness, then I would watch it.
Not in, I wouldn't say it's your type of that, but you could judge it for yourself. I don't know.
Yeah, test. The first episode is a really strong version.
If you don't like it, if you're not
like
compelled
this,
to watch more, yeah. And I also think Cleaved would be a great way to send Star out. I think that's amazing at the end. But Jelly Lakes, okay. Oh, well, what didn't make it? Let's go over that because there are a lot of really good episodes this year, and our snubs are. I'm sure all of you are going to be anticipated that the first one that didn't get in was Miraculous Ladybug's Oblivio on 20 points. 22 points was our lowest nominee here. A lot of support for Ladybug. Clearly, Oblivio just finished 7th. Chrome Car from Infinity Train, a lot of support for that. Quite didn't make it. Seeing Red from Ruby. It's the episode where they spoil it. Okay, I won't say it, but there's an event people love in that, so it's good. Thank you for watching the show, OKKO.
That hurts a little bit.
I would have liked to see that in the top
Poor
6.
KO.
Yeah, Face of Depression, BoJack Horseman, Zima Blue, Love, Death and Robots. The Last Problem, My Little Pony, Gloomtails. There you go.
Love, Death and Robots, it has to be Zima Blue.
Yeah,
agreed.
I wouldn't put it in this, but it's obviously very good. I would have thank you for watching the show of the ones that didn't make it. Chrome Car, those are the big two, I feel like. Face of Depression's really good. But I'm glad with where these ended up.
I don't know. Mob was also really that's a huge snub. That's a big episode. Alone in This from Undone is also a snub.
Alone in This, yeah, that's one of my top 5 episodes.
I'd even say Fruits Basket is a snub. Let's Go Home.
Well, that was a really strong finale, yeah. So.
That was a really tough one. A Winter Story also. Obviously.
Overwhelmed, Young Justice. That's in my top 10. That's an amazing episode. Yeah, there's a lot of good ones here, but there are definitely going to be some snubs in this. So I think I'm happy where we end up. Let's move on to the big one. Best show of the year.
BoJack will not be here, and I'm going to be very surprised.
No BoJack nominations and 3 Ruby nominations already.
Yeah, I'm kind of.
Are we? What are we leading towards here?
Real tilted here.
Yeah, for real.
Okay, you ready?
No.
Okay.
Nominees for Best Animated Show 2019 are
God.
BoJack Horseman.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Genlock.
Mm.
Infinity Train.
Oh.
She-Ra and the Princesses of Power.
Oh.
Steven Universe. And Tuca and Birdie.
Oh my
Yay!
God. Right. Perfect list.
No Ruby.
No, Ruby did not make it. BoJack got its 1 nomination for Best Show.
Good God.
Yeah.
I think that's right. I think that's right.
Yeah, that's fair.
I wouldn't have put
think
BoJack
this was
in
a good year for BoJack.
It was only 8. It's a tough year. It's only 8 episodes. It's only
and I don't feel like they did much movement, so I wasn't stabbed in the heart.
I would have I think BoJack will definitely nominated next year. I would have liked to see a different show, specifically Undone, which did not make it into the top 6, which is my number 2 show of the year. That's like the big snub. I feel like there's some other big snubs as well, but this She-Ra, Steven, Tuca and Birdie. I mean, Tuca and Birdie, you wouldn't expect to be like a heavy hitter from our nominations, but it is going to end up with the 2nd most nominations of the night. Infinity Train, and then I think Genlock, BoJack Horseman, maybe some dark horses. BoJack's a perennial nominee here. I think it's like the 3rd year in a row or something. Genlock,
Yeah,
surprised.
I'm surprised too. It's a good show.
It's a
good show, but like I'm not. I guess I'm just surprised at the support it has over some of our stalwarts.
Yeah, it knocked off some. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm fine with this. It's my number 5-ish show of the year, so that's top 6. It's great. I think we'll be surprised at what number 7 on this list was as well. Let's bring in our ones that just missed. The Promised Neverland was next up here.
Oh.
Yeah, that makes sense.
No, I'm looking down further. Ouch.
Ruby just missed on set 21. Oh, Ruby. Yeah, Sam was upset at the Ruby snub. Miraculous Ladybug. These are all within 4 points. OKKO.
That's what
just
I was
missed.
Upset about.
Craig of the Creek is up there.
Craig of the Creek, Star vs. Force of Evil, Undone. All of those could have gotten in. I would have put him in over BoJack or on.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. I mean, BoJack's still in my top 10 of the year, but I would have liked. I think it's better to give OKKO in its last year.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know about Star or Craig though.
I think Star to Craig. Oh, Craig for me is a big snub because I'm very high on Craig. Star, I think it's fine, not in the top 6, but I did ultimately like the final season. Undone is my big snub here, obviously, like I said. Not enough people watched it. That's it, and the people that did it was a little divisive about.
Well, it's on Amazon, which we all know is evil. So
Amazon's evil, so that's fine. If you don't, that's true.
I mean, Netflix is also evil.
Yeah, everyone's evil when you think about it.
They're all evil.
Yeah, watch Undone, more people. I mean, the ones you see on critics' list are Undone, Tuca and Birdie, and BoJack. We got 2 of them.
There's something in common between those shows. I can't put my finger on it.
Right, like the critics only understand how to watch Raphael shows, but that's okay. I would like to see Promised Neverland in too. I think it's anime of the year. I think you could give it to it.
It should be anime of the year.
Yeah,
but knowing anime,
is it going to win the anime awards? Probably not.
It'll get Attack on Titan.
The anime
Hero Academia.
Will Christina V host them again with the questionable necklace? Who knows? Ruby, guys, chill with the Ruby. It really there was a second when it was in the top 5, and I was not happy.
No.
I'm really pissed off. I know everyone on the server loves Ruby, but you guys need to blame
blame her on Saturday's podcast. But no, it didn't get in, so it's fine. Ruby ends up with 3 nominations. I think those are the 3 things to nominate for Ruby. So I think that's that's
3 things too many.
If you're gonna nominate 3 things, I think those are the 3 things. I didn't know Allie hates Ruby so much.
Listen.
Okay,
when they
Alex, give me your pick for show of the year. I wonder if it's Steven Universe.
It's not actually. I think I'd go Tuca and Birdie here. It was a really strong product. So one full season, and it hits all the main characters pretty well. Tells meaningful stories, and unfortunately, it's probably gonna be the only year that's gonna get to compete. So I feel an urge to support Tuca and Birdie here, and it honestly has a strong case for best show of the year. So I would go Tuca and Birdie.
Okay, I mean, like I said, it got the second most nominations. I think the support's there if there's going to be a campaign for it. I like how I went to Alex. Alex gave me the Steven Universe nominee for every category except for best character, but then doesn't give it for best show. That's bold.
Wait, you were tracking that?
Yes, it's true. You said Steven Universe for everything, not best show though. Okay.
Well, what a curious composition.
Wow, it's almost like it's your favorite show. I don't know. Sam,
no, but Tuca deserves
Tuca and Birdie. Okay, Sam, what's your pick? Is it Tuca and Birdie? Is it She-Ra?
I think it might be She-Ra, honestly.
Yes, okay.
I don't know. It had a really strong year, and I'm thinking, well, out of the shows that I liked in 2019, I liked She-Ra the most. I came back to it multiple times. I rewatched much of the 2019 episodes. So yeah, She-Ra.
She-Ra, what do you think, Allie?
This is kind of a hard choice. Originally, I was going to go with BoJack because I really just enjoyed it, period. It's my number 1, well, not number 1, top 5 of the decade. But now I
generally a great show, yeah.
I would probably say Genlock because I know...
Genlock!
I've really, since the series started, I was really high on it. And I know in the server we troll about how it's actually a really good show. It is a really good show, and I'm glad it got the recognition it deserves. Like, I think the hype is not high enough, honestly, but I'm also skeptical just because, I don't know, we've only had one season. When is it coming back? Next year? The year after that?
Probably 2021. Yeah.
I would say Genlock and then Tuca and Birdie because we need more of both, especially Tuca and Birdie.
Okay. I know it's a weird year, but my pick is clearly Steven Universe in this category. The Steven Universe movie, I've had the strong take. This is the best thing we've ever covered on this podcast. I mean, this is the year with the Steven Universe movie in it. It's the year with Change Your Mind, and we just added volleyball to it last year. Another incredible episode in my top 15.
Yeah.
Honestly, out of these choices, Undone would have been close with it, but it's a clear number one for me with Steven Universe.
Dang it, you're gonna make me change my mind.
Wow.
Oh, change your mind.
Oh.
I think Infinity Train would be my second pick. I think
same,
really
honestly.
Genlock, maybe number 3, honestly, but
Maybe.
there you go. Yeah.
Interesting.
Those I'm a little bit higher on those 3 than the other 3, but they're all really good shows. I mean, come on. Another snub is Young Justice, which is my number 3 show of the year, and did not get basically any support.
How did you like it that much?
Well, you were on the podcast with me.
I know. I'm so surprised.
Well, we can start to look at overall stories. Young Justice got 0 nominations. There's a few shows that got 0 nominations. Craig of the Creek and Young Justice, I think, are 2 of the best shows of the year, and just could not get the support here. They're close, and honestly, Young Justice wasn't close in anything. Craig was close in a few categories, but
Craig.
I don't know. Young Justice, this season, Young Justice was very controversial, so I'm not surprised. But I fall on the side of loving it. Fruits Basket, 0 nominations. That's a popular. Okay, but the only one of the categories that's relevant. There's Given, 0 nominations. DuckTales, 0 nominations. Those are
Watch Given. It's gay and
people
beautiful.
love Given. Yeah.
Green Eggs and Ham.
Green Eggs and Ham, 0 nominations. I can post these. So,
Sonic Island.
OKKO
I'll
too.
say that. Yeah, well, I was gonna say, OKKO, it gets a nomination with Venomous, which is fine, but I feel like it's better proponents in terms of
out of all the nominees,
best episode, best main character. I thought those were the stronger cases, and yet it gets snubbed in those categories. So I just find that part interesting for KO.
Yeah, agree.
Yeah. Best episode was, I mean, I don't watch it, but I watched that episode. The headline is Steven Universe nominated in every category is eligible for, 6 out of 7. Tuca and Birdie, Infinity Train have 5 nominations, Sheer at 4, Genlock, Promise Neverland, and Ruby at 3 nominations. 3 surprising shows there, I think. Undone, Carmen Sandiego, Hazbin Hotel at 2 apiece. BoJack, only 1 nomination, but a meaningful one. Ladybug, only 1, but a meaningful one. Star, only 1, but a meaningful one.
I can't believe Ruby got as much as it did. I'm actually upset.
If you look at it by nominations, clearly it shouldn't have more than BoJack, but I think some categories are more important than others, so you can weigh them differently.
But also, in terms of animation that is praised elsewhere, I'm surprised Primal didn't really get any buzz here.
No traction for Primal.
Not a lot of people watched it.
No traction for Big Mouth.
Oh my! Shut up!
Oh yeah, The Simpsons didn't steal a nomination from anybody.
No Simpsons. My Little Pony didn't get anything. It had it built up some support among a few members of our community for its final season. I think that could have gotten something.
There's one thing I'm thankful for. It is our online community.
Not being bronies? Is that what you're going to say?
That. It is our online community's general dislike of Big Mouth.
Yeah, okay, there you go. I knew it was one of the two.
Which is basically the same thing, right?
I am literally the only co-host who watches it because I hate myself. And I want to suffer.
You keep a reliable hate watch in the rotation. It's fine.
I do because I want to let the people know.
Yeah. If you're wondering why critical darling Big Mouth's not here, it's because we don't think it's very good. That's why. That's all. That's all. We don't think it's very good. Right?
I mean, other people could have nominated if they wanted to, but nobody did, I guess.
Nobody even got it on the ballot. It was. I think last year it was at least on the ballot. This year it didn't even make it. So, no, not close. There you go, Alex. What's your overall takeaway, final thought of the night?
Steven Universe is still a good show, and it reflects here. I'm happy for some of the anime representation, especially The Promised Neverland and Carol and Tuesday. I think that they deserve some praise here, and yeah, I'm really happy for Toucan Birdie. I'm sad that it won't exist beyond this year, but I'm happy that it got as much support as it did this year, and I hope that the year ends with a bang for them with wins in several categories.
Yeah, that's Duke and Birdie got as much support as it could. It got everything except for visuals and music. Arguably the least important ones. So they're the big night for Duke and Birdie. Sam, what's your final takeaway?
I feel like there are a lot of shows here that I should probably watch.
Yeah, what's what? What's the headline? Be quiet, Sam. We lost you at the end.
Sorry, gosh.
Oh, there you go.
Genlock, Ruby, Promised Neverland.
You watch the hour compilation of Bumblebee, so I think you're good on Ruby.
I honestly, every few months, I'm like, should I watch Ruby? And then I decide not to.
But watch The Promised Neverland, for real.
Yeah.
That's worth a shot.
First episode, yeah.
But, I'm just happy that what I wanted deeply in my heart happened.
That was like a Christmas miracle.
All three of Sam's picks got it. Yeah, there you go.
Literally,
yeah, there you go. So,
before we started to record,
it's fine. I am also thinking though. Won't people think it's weird that we say that something is snubbed when we're the ones who voted?
Well, we as an individual think it's snubbed by the small group of people that we're nominating.
Yeah. By the 20 other people.
It is, generally, the people that give the snubs aren't the people that's voting. That's true.
For example, I can disclose that I put several of these KO representatives pretty high, which is why I'm sad that they get snubbed in these respective categories.
Yeah, me too with Undone. Yep.
But we control the puppet strings, man.
Man.
What?
Okay. Allie, what's your final takeaway?
Wait, hold on.
Okay, just...
Okay, wait. Hold on, give me a second. I didn't understand what that thing from Sam was, and that just cracked me.
I don't understand either.
I'm sorry. I like podcasts that aren't episode discussions more. Because it can be weird.
Wait, so that you're asking for the pick out of these 6?
No, just anything to close this out.
Oh, yeah, no, wait, we did that already.
Final thoughts on overall nominations.
Too many anime snubs. Actually, not really. Lots of music snubs and art direction. But the only thing I was surprised at was Ruby, and I honestly shouldn't have been that surprised, knowing it's our server.
We were an alternate universe away from Ruby being nominated for every category, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, that's a good point. If I would say anything, it would be watch the anime that got not so many votes, especially the gay ones. And I don't know. I think that's it.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. A lot of the things that didn't get in are still really good watches. Given Fruits Basket. Stars Align, that's the one you're watching right now?
Yeah, it didn't make it onto this list, but it should have.
Yeah, probably too late because
we started watching too late.
Yeah.
But overall, I think this actually went pretty well.
Yeah, I'm happy overall. I mean, I'm pissed at Little Kato, Undone for Best Show, Alma for Best Character. Those are my 3 big ones I'm pissed about. But more people should watch, based on these nominations, more people should watch Undone, Craig of the Creek, OKKO. I mean, it's over now.
Yeah.
But, go watch it anyway.
Go watch it anyway. Young Justice, I think those are the big ones, and some of the animes Ali mentioned. I would say those are the shows more people need to watch based on.
Especially actually Mob. That show doesn't get enough credit, not just for the animation, but for the story and garbage.
Yeah, I think more popular in the anime
garbage baggage. It's terrible.
But that for visuals, and then Summer Camp Island. I love that. I don't know what it's called. Yes, 0 for Summer Camp Island. It's a strong year for Summer Camp Island too. So that would have been nice if we got something. I think that's it. DuckTales 0. DuckTales is still going, right? Yeah.
Yep,
So that's fine. That's fine. It'll have chances. Okay, there you go.
Rapunzel is almost ending also, so.
Yeah, Rapunzel. They're getting another year for that. Let us know what you thought of the nominations. Vote in the nominations, overlyanimated.com. Click in the article wherever you might have the nominations already if you're listening to the podcast. Talk to us on our Discord about it, overlyanimated.com/Discord. If you are a patron, you get to contribute way more to the final result, 50%. That's not really to incentivize you to become a patron. It's more just to try to tide the inevitable huge Ruby surge in the voting / I don't know what show is going to be the big surge this year. Who knows? But yeah, we'll try to make it actually good winners. So we'll see. No, Ruby would be a good music visual. I don't know, one of those. It could win one. That's fine.
It could win both.
I think Ruby might do very well. But I wonder how much Tuca and Birdie support we'll see. I think Steven Universe is maybe a lock for best show, but we will see because it always has a lot of fan votes as well. She-Ra also did really well last year, so we'll see how it does this year. So yeah, let us know how that votes, and we'll be back for the winners December 29th, 30th, something around that, at overlyanimated.com. Patrons, patreon.com/overlyanimated. Thanks to our patrons, especially our patron podcast, James, aka Ironwood. And thanks to our patrons, executive producers, Ryan Stevox, Beatrice, Michael, and Neil. I think James is the one that made the big push for Ruby, the character being nominated. So that's a win on the patron of the podcast there. Nice. And it was a good case. And I think that's it. Thanks for listening, guys. We will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Johnny.
Bye.